I hope you're all having a beautiful evening. Welcome to live stream. Let me tell you a little bit about live stream. So if you want to join live stream in the future, so if you're watching the recorded version of this, I normally start the live stream at 6:10. I'm going to change my website and so people know this more clearly. So I normally start about 6:10, and for the first 10 minutes I just have live stream joining soon. And then I just do a tiny bit of talking, and then I do a meditation for about 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Then at about 6:30, I know it's different in everybody's country, but you just have to work it out in your time. At 6:30 or 20 to 7, I start doing an introduction. Then about 7 o'clock, I do questions and answers. And then at 8 o'clock, I finish the stream. So that is the lineup for the stream. And the videos can't be edited really afterwards. You have to like not download them, but you can't like edit so easily an online video. So I like to keep the whole talk up. So I know some people complain about it not being edited and the silence and all these different things. But there is another channel called Lisa Cairns video clips, which isn't made by me, but it's made by another gentleman called Osborne. And so he does the channel and he edits clips of the talks and he puts titles on the talks which describe what's being talked about. And you can subscribe to his channel. It's in the link below, so you can find it down there somewhere. And it's you can also go onto my channel and you can find it linked to my channel, like associate channel. There we go. On my website, you can also find 2 things for sale. You can find a book for sale, For the Love of Everything, which is transcribed talks from like 2011 and 2012. So it's a little bit different from the way that I talk, but it's a very beautiful book. And I didn't write it, it's transcribed. Yeah, so you can find that on Amazon and on Kindle. And you can also buy some videos from a retreat that I did in 2018 as well, that do like chakra meditation and like talks about consciousness and non-duality in front of an audience. You can also book sessions on my website, but I'm normally booked out like 3 or 4 months in advance, and I rarely have openings. You know, like sometimes I get cancellations, but not so many. So people write to me asking to be put on the waiting list, but not so. Unless there's like a retreat cancelled or something, or I was going on holiday and that gets cancelled, which happened a lot this year, then there's not so many available spots. Maybe I talk a little bit about what I do in the sessions. So I have on my website 2 different sessions that you can subscribe for. You can do one on non-duality or one on like separate self and seeking energy. And the reason that I split that up is that I want people to be conscious of the 2 different subjects. But when we start the session, I always ask, or not always, but I predominantly ask, like, is there something you would like to work on today? So, or is there something you'd like to look at? So it's either they take me into non-duality or into the separate self. So if you sign up for a non-duality separate session and then you want to work on the separate self, then we can. If you don't know the difference, then that's fine. We can look at that in the session as well. And what I tend to do is if I'm talking about non-duality, I'm pointing to what is, but what I tend to do first of all is look to see what's happening in the body and relaxing the body. So looking to see if there's any discomfort or repetitive thoughts that are happening, and then I look at ways to relax that, or for you to get used to bringing that into your experience without trying to avoid it. So that's like looking. Normally what I do is someone will tell me something, and then I'll begin to ask how that makes you feel. Where do you feel that in your body? And then I will sit with the person in that area, and then I will ask them questions, and it might make the feeling more intense or more strong, and then you relate it to other experiences in life. See and connect how it's part of your thought processes. So it's something that most probably began in childhood, and then it just goes on to different subjects and different stories. And then maybe I will then begin to speak about non-duality to relax that energy in the body. So talking about that that's not who you are, there's something bigger than that. Or I might get you to talk about positive experiences, or not often, opposite experiences to what's happening in your body. So if you're feeling like you're not good enough, like talking about where you are good enough in your life. So that's what I predominantly do in sessions. It's not so good to book a session if you just want to get to know me or have a chat, like about like more, like predominantly what I like to do with people in sessions is like work with what's going on inside of them. And most people do it for that reason. Sometimes people book sessions, and then when the session comes, they feel great and they've got nothing to talk about. So then maybe we have a more relaxed chat. But it's better to have something to work on. That's what's best, to come with something that you want to work on, either it be non-duality or seeking energy. But at the same time, if it ends up just being more relaxed chat and reflection, and you telling me your story, then that's okay too. But I think I'm better used if I'm working with someone in that way. Yeah. I never normally advertise these things. I don't know why I am today. It's interesting. It's like advertising or bringing them up. And yeah, that's that. And then I do these talks every Sunday at 6 p.m. French time. And anybody is welcome to join. If you want to ask me questions today, then it's Lisa Cairns 12 is my Skype address, and you can either write a question or you can call in. If you want to call in though, please put call me before, because we're not in the same time. I'm normally a few 20 seconds ahead of you, sometimes only a couple of seconds.